Well, if you watched last night's video, you'd see that I was trying to get this field finished in the rain, which is the story of Harvest 2021. Anyway, it is still raining, if you can see. You can see all the bits sticking to the reel because it's wet. You can see the water running down this window. And we've got a little bit there left to do, so just sort of there, and we've finished for the night. So we've done it, but the last 5 acres it's been wet. It's still only saying 21.2. I think it's because I'm thrashing off the wet bit of chaff, and the grain inside is still dry. So anyway, this is what happened last night, because you're now watching this the next day. I'm in a Merlot. It's getting near the red. It's raining. I woke up this morning though when it was still dry, and I was like, oh, we worked really late last night, and it's dry today. Anyway, the rain's come just over the maze. Bit of a miserable day at the maze, but tomorrow it's supposed to be dry, and then dry for 2 weeks and coming really warm as well. So hopefully it'll pick up a little bit, because it's really down this year. It must be the weather and the fact that people have got more to do and more choice. So don't know whether I might not even bother next year, to be fair, doing a maze, because this year 40 acres of sunflowers or 40 acres of wheat, I think the wheat would have probably paid better. Don't get me wrong, the sunflowers will make money, but when you give half the profits away, then the wheat would have made more money. So I'm just gonna move some stuff around, tip a trailer out so that I can use the trailer for picking up the wooden table for the new farm, because that is getting rented out tomorrow, and we need the table, the big table put in there. I'm just dropping the forks off in the new Merlot attachment park, which is called it at the moment. FASTRAC was on the baler yesterday, so I'm going to drop it off now. My dad's delivering some wood chip, and then I'm going to go and pick the table up. Baler uses the drawbar, and trailers use the pickle bits, so I'm just swapping them around now. I'll just slide this hitch into there, slide it in, put that pin back in where it needs to be, push that linchpin in there. It's got like a double lock on this, and then another one on the bottom. There's some work. You wonder how that drawbar fits in there. It's that long, but it slides right under the cab. The PTO stored there. Just put the sheet over this trailer here now, so I can go and pick this table without getting it wet, because it's made of wood. It's not treated yet. Don't swear, children watch. To me, to you. No one can move any furniture without saying that, can they?
Thank God. Man, I thought you want to go in. Might be easy getting your big stuff off.
You got it?
Yeah.
You got that.
Look at that, professionals.
On the bench, yeah. Yeah, I'll get it there.
You sure it doesn't go the other way up? We lifted the table in, but it was a bit big, it was a bit too high. So cut the legs down on the benches, and now cutting the legs down on the tables so that it fits properly, because otherwise it's like a giant's table, and then it'll fit them with the standard chairs. Some guests that have been to the maze having a look at the drill and the combine, but the header's not here. So where'd you come from?
Charlton.
I forgot where they'd come from. So there they are. FASTRAC's back after delivering chip. Just moving the tree that fell in the road out of the woods. Just up here getting it ready for tomorrow's guests, and I'm just looking at grass there. If you zoom in, you can see sort of like that area there that wasn't flail mowed last year, and this area was. Even now, after it's had its first cut, it's still got better growth where it was flailed before winter than where it wasn't. This grass is growing now. Remember, this was all a muddy hole because we filled it in. Brand new dishwasher. It's not working, so I'm going to take the side panel off and see what's wrong with it. For some reason, it's got like a little polystyrene thing in there that you can't see, and that has floated up because it had water in the bottom. So I've drained that out and I've tried it, but it's never been used. But when we turned it on for the first time, that valve under there was turned off, so it wasn't working. So after stripping the dishwasher down, trying to work out what was wrong, it turns out that the drain was plugged into this, and it's still got the end on it. So it couldn't pump it out into the sink because that was blocked. So we need to cut the end off that and put it back together, put that back together, and then put it back in. That's what happens when you employ people that speak a foreign language. put the dishwasher back together and I thought I'd found 2 spare screws. So I used one to put a picture up and one to mount a fire blanket. And then when I come to slide the dishwasher back in, I realised it was the 2 that held it to the worktop. So I just had to go around the sheds to try and find 2 screws, because I don't want to now leave a hole in the wall and a hole in the unit where I've screwed the fire blanket to. And all the screws are at the other farm. Anyway, I found 2 outside in the shed, so I can put the dishwasher back together now. Now I've cut the little plastic bit that was blocking the end of the pipe off, which was so annoying because I took it all apart first, and that little tiny piece of plastic was on the end of the pipe. Got the old table in the bucket. The new table looks pretty good now. We've changed the height of it because it was too high. Got the little trees we got from the nursery either side of the door, and the house now is looking pretty good. We'll go inside and I'll show you around, then you can see. And it's available to hire for any sort of function, whether you want to sleep 21 people somewhere, or someone's birthday party, hen do's, whichever. Don't want to say stag do's in case you make a mess. Girls should be tidy though, shouldn't they? Into the hallway now. The lights come on automatically when you walk down it. Well, they should do. It's making a fool of me now. There we go. So there's the lights there. You see right through out the back. There's the kitchen. This washer's now been fixed. Bucket of water there from fixing it. Sink, kitchen, loads of sweets. New table. Annika hiding. There's the well. Completely water in the bottom. And a glass top that is safe to stand on. But that'll look good for a Christmas tree. When it's Christmas. Fake tree. The lights made out of piles of green waste. And then outside into the hot tub and the picnic area. Telly. The other barns. Henry. Annika. That's who Annika goes out with, Henry. Spends more time with him than anyone. And then we go back into the kitchen. We got the cooker, fridge, utility room. Just have to take a plug off that to thread it through the back of the worktop because it wouldn't reach. Clothes area, put that back out there, out of the way. Just fell over. Downstairs toilet. Got like a storeroom here. This is going to be for saddles when it's going to be for students with horses. But now it's just full of like bedding and towels and stuff. And then if we go back into the kitchen, you can see a big mirror. Ooh. These buttons are knacking on these jeans. The beds, ensuite. This room's got a TV in it actually, forgotten about that. And then if we go down the hallway again, we've got the Merlot outside, which makes the front aspect of the house look stunning. Got one of the bedrooms in here now. I'm putting extension cables to these lights because when we were building it, we were trying to work out where the beds were going to go and where we needed sockets and plugs and stuff. And I think 3-4 rooms we've got it completely wrong, so we've had to get extension cables to run behind. So they're king size beds, but because the rooms are so big, because they've obviously like got bays and different things in it. If I stand back here, you might get an idea of how big the room is. So there's 7 king size beds, a set of bunk beds, and then there's 3 of these sofa beds as well. So technically there's 21 beds in at the moment. This is one of the en-suites. So all got walk-in showers, no baths at all to be fair, because it was obviously built for students originally. And if we shoot up the stairs, we've got more bedrooms. I'm gonna fly around each one. Got one there, ensuite in the corner. We've got this one here with the IK bunk beds, which smells of a nice pine, and a John Deere mirror. And we've got another bedroom, ensuite there in the corner. Ta-da. And then I put the rail up in that before as well. I didn't have a rail in the wardrobe. So, always something to do on a wet day. Got another bedroom here. This one's pretty good. This looks out all across the field. In fact, they need to fix that because I think that's snapped. Was it on this? No, it's this one snapped. I'll have to sort that in a minute. And then we've got another ensuite there. And then this bedroom here. I think that's... Oh no, there's still another 2 bedrooms downstairs. Little chair. Again, view across the field. Paddock view. Needs spraying off. Go back downstairs. You may as well look in every bedroom, then we're done. Another one, ensuite in the corner, fireplace, sofa bed. And then last one down here. That's the kitchen. Oh no, I've been in this one because it's had the TV in, didn't it? Another ensuite there. So that's it. So I might put a link below. So if anyone wants to, I don't know, come up to Liverpool for a hen do or whatever, or someone's 50th, 60th, 80th, whichever, it'll sleep a lot of people, 21 easily, because to be fair, there's still room for plenty of other people to sleep as well, and we could probably put some more sofa beds in it. But it's a big house and it's available on Airbnb now or Brookhouse Stay. Book direct through the website. I'll put the link below. Just on my way back now to the main yard with the other table in the bucket. We're going to use that now in the log cabin for the motorhomes thing to make the beds up on it, if Christine approves. The little bit of rubbish there by the gate, I'll grab that. But yeah, it's a good job really. It's been a wet day today because I've basically had loads of stuff to do up here. But yeah, if anyone's wants a big house for a function or wants to visit Liverpool, let me know. Just what every barn needs, a table that you move around and around from decide what to do with it for about 6 months. I think every farm's got a random piece of furniture in a barn that you just do that with. If you have, let me know. And what was it and how long did you kick it around for before you eventually decided to burn it? So obviously I'm looking for a black 936. The only black 936 I can find in Germany, and that's been there for quite a while. I'm speaking to the guy in June about it as well. Anyway, on Monday he's going to send me some of the stuff because it's had some engine work done, some gearbox work done. It's done some high hours. But also there's a 939 in Devon, which looks pretty cheap and pretty reasonable. And then our local dealer's got a 936 that's got a few more hours on that they're trying to sell me, so I'm just weighing up my options of which is the better buy. So I don't know, but apparently my video yesterday was 9 minutes 39 seconds long, so maybe that's a sign. I don't know, but sometimes the 939s can need an engine rebuild at around the hours that this machine's actually done. So it make a great tractor. It won't do a lot of hours. We'll get it on the baler and then it's just kind of a spur. So I want something that's fully depreciated that won't depreciate anymore. That's the whole mentality behind that. Anyway, that's about it for today. Not a lot of farm work going on today because it's obviously been wet, but it's been nice to sort of like catch up on all these little jobs that have sort of been in the way. And if it was dry and sunny today, it'd have been frustrating messing around with a table and a dishwasher. Anyway, that's just how it goes sometimes. And that farm, the new farm, has to earn its own living. So that's why the house is going to be rented out for an Airbnb. Anyway, thanks to everyone that's watching. Thanks to everyone that's subscribing. Don't forget, if you press the bell icon, then that means when I do a live video, you'll get to know about it when it's live. Loads of people watched last night's live video. We got that field finished, as you've seen early on this morning. But yeah, thanks to everyone that's watching. Don't forget to click like if you've made it this far. And there's a guest outro. And I'll see you tomorrow.